that your home can quickly go back to looking cluttered and messy if you don't have habits in place to maintain it? And here we thought our work was done. All of those hours spent decluttering, and we go back to this? Oh, heck no. The good news is that maintaining a clean and tidy home after you've decluttered is not hard, but it does require simple daily tasks to keep your home looking fabulous. And let's jump into these 5 daily habits now. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Margo, a professional organizer helping lovely ladies like you achieve a clean and tidy space. The first thing that you want to do after you've decluttered and achieved a clutter-free space is you want to create a routine. One of the best ways to maintain a clean and tidy home is to create routines. This means setting aside specific times of the day or week to do certain tasks, such as cleaning the kitchen or doing laundry. Having a routine helps you stay on top of your chores and ensures that your home stays clean and organized. Here are a few of my favorite daily routines that help me maintain a clean and tidy and, most important, clutter-free home. Make your bed in the morning. Wipe down your bathroom sink after each use. Put items away after you use them. Hang towels back on their hooks. Place laundry in the hamper. Wipe down your kitchen countertops and tables. And wash dishes after each meal. Now, washing dishes after each meal might not be feasible for every single one of you. I happen to work from home, so it is something that's realistically possible for my schedule. But if you work outside of your home, if you have many kids, if you're rushing to get out of the house in the morning, then it's safe to say, at a minimum, if you can wash your dishes by the end of the day. Nobody wants to wake up to dishes in the sink. It just never feels good. For a complete list of 60-second cleaning habits, you can actually check out this tutorial here. Next, when it comes to maintaining that clean and tidy and clutter-free home, you want to use storage solutions. The more organized your space is, the more likely it is to stay clutter-free. Every item in your space should have a home to go to. If it does not, then it's going to manifest itself typically as surface clutter because it doesn't have a home to go to. What do? If an item doesn't belong anywhere, you're just gonna leave it out, maybe on your kitchen countertop, on your coffee table, on your desk. So investing in storage solutions, especially when you've gotten to the level where you're not a beginner declutterer, you've now decluttered your entire home, the most important thing is to maintain the space. Investing in storage solution really helps. I'll actually leave links to my favorite organizational products in the description below. Tip number 3, and this one is probably my favorite, is to put things away immediately after you use them. This means putting dishes in the dishwasher after each meal, hanging up your coat when you come inside, and so on. By putting things away right away, you prevent clutter from building up and keep your home looking tidy. If you're getting value from my video, contribute to my coffee addiction by smashing that like button. Tip number 4 to maintaining a clutter-free, clean and tidy home is to get others involved. Involve your family, involve your roommate. If everybody is on board on this clutter-free, clean and tidy journey, it's gonna be more likely that you maintain the house. One of the biggest complaints is that, let's say we decide to go clutter-free. We have decluttered, we have achieved this clutter-free home, and our partners continue to bring clutter inside the house. Our kids are notoriously making things messier for us. This is a normal part of life. You are not alone in experiencing this. It is incredibly common. Involving people in the process of maintaining a clean, tidy home will really help. It means delegating tasks and making sure everyone is on the same page about keeping the home clutter-free. By working together, you can make the process more manageable and ensure that everyone contributes to the upkeep of the home. I know, sounds great in theory. In practice, a little bit more difficult to implement. You will have some family members that are naturally on board with the clean and tidy home, right? Maybe they were tired of living in a home full of clutter, and now that you've achieved a clutter-free, clean and tidy space, they love it and respect it so much. They want to do anything that they possibly can to maintain it, to contribute to its cleanliness. But then you're gonna have other members of the household that are just like, I just don't care. I'm gonna continue to drop this coat on the floor when I come into the house, and I just, whatever. There are a few things that you can do. Number 1, hold a family meeting and really talk about why it's important to maintain this clutter-free space. You really wanna speak to the benefits for the other person. When it comes to our kids, assigning chores, turning decluttering, or rather maintaining a clutter-free environment into some type of fun game can really help. And tip number 5, declutter regularly. One of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of us make is that when we went through the entire process of decluttering our entire home and we feel like, okay, that's it, the house somehow is magically going to maintain itself as clutter-free. And that is so not true. Your home will get cluttered again. Decluttering is an ongoing process. We declutter constantly. It's important to regularly reevaluate your possessions and make sure you're not accumulating unnecessary items. This means doing mini decluttering sessions on a regular basis and being mindful of what you bring in back into your home. By keeping your possessions in check, you can maintain a clutter-free home more easily. What does end up happening is that once you have decluttered, your mindset kind of shifts a little bit and you naturally become much more intentional about the items that you bring back into your home. The one in, one out rule is a really fantastic strategy for keeping clutter out of your home. Being very intentional about what you purchase, like, do you actually need it? Do you need it? Will you use it? If the answer is no and you just happen to be in the mood to shop, well then add to cart and don't buy. We have children. So for example, my daughter is 8 years old. She grows out of clothing at this age really, really quickly. So we have to declutter her clothing every single season. That's just one example. There's also artwork that my kiddo brings home. There's also just in general my stuff or my work stuff or paper clutter, right? I have systems in place. I've developed systems in place where it could be monthly, it could be weekly, it could be every 3 months. We go through a declutter because we never want to get to the point where we have way too much stuff that we don't need. So decluttering is an ongoing journey. It's not as difficult as it was when you first started decluttering. Obviously, you now have less stuff, but what I want to encourage you to do is not reaccumulate the stuff that you had before. You don't want to go back to square one where your entire home is filled with clutter. If you are currently on your decluttering journey, maybe you're a beginner or an intermediate, decluttering is much more fun when you have company. Maybe you're looking for an accountability partner. I highly encourage you to check out my free Facebook group. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Maintaining a clutter-free home is an ongoing process, but there are so many benefits to achieving a clean and tidy space. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Good luck on your decluttering journey, and always remember to be good to yourselves.